Hey, what's up everybody? Chris here, and today I want to talk about some Xbox Series S games that I've been playing in April. Hey, as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and please be sure to subscribe. So there are a few different games on my Series S that I've really been enjoying lately, and all these are coming from Game Pass. So yet again, it proves itself to be, in my opinion, the best deal in gaming. If you have an Xbox and you don't have Game Pass, what are you even doing? But anyway, let's go ahead and begin. So the first game that I've been playing a lot of is New Super Lucky's Tale. I want to make sure I've got that name correct. So this is a game that I had sort of had my eye on for a while, and actually I did try one iteration of this a while back, and I'm not sure if New Super Lucky's Tale is a revision of the original game or if it's a sequel. I haven't really dug into that, but what I can say is that it's a really fun, lighthearted, comical platforming game that you can really sink a lot of hours into and just have a lot of fun with. The thing about this game is that there's not really a whole lot of challenge to it. I mean, sometimes the boss battles that you get to do have a little bit of skill that's required, a little bit of nimbleness and dexterity that the fox you're controlling, Lucky, needs to sort of take advantage of in order to make it through that encounter. But overall, it's really just sort of a lighthearted game that you can pick up and play, you can put a lot of hours into. And it's one of those games where you feel like you're making a lot of progress, right? So sometimes you play games and it feels like you're just sort of bogged down and not really getting anywhere. I like this because I can tell that it's not going to be overly long, but it's also sort of an enjoyable collectathon. So I think once I do finish the actual story, and I think I'm getting toward the end of that based on sort of where I'm at in the grand scheme of the chapters and everything. But once you do finish the story, there's a lot of things to go back and collect. And I don't typically care much about achievements. I've talked about that in some other videos in the past, but this is one where I have had a lot of fun with it, and I do think I'm going to go back and try to 100% this game. So highly recommend. I've had a really good time and a lot of fun with New Super Lucky's Tale so far. Another game that I've really just kind of dipped a toe in so far is Outriders. It's generated a lot of buzz since it was released. I think there weren't really super high expectations for it, but now that it's out, it really works well in terms of being kind of a Gears of War style game where you are set on a alien planet and you're trying to colonize that planet, but then the story sort of gets a little bit crazy from there, and that's just sort of the introduction that I'm referring to. But I'm only a couple of hours into this game, but I gotta say I've had a lot of fun with it so far. It is one that I think I'll spend a good bit of time with and sort of revisit as sort of the months go on. I looked online to see how long it would take to actually make it through the campaign of this, and it does look relatively lengthy, so I think it's going to be not necessarily a slog, but I do think it's going to take a while to get through it. But so far, it has my full endorsement. If you like Gears of War style games, if you like sort of getting in cover, having firefights, that sort of thing, then you'll definitely enjoy Outriders. The last game that I want to touch on that I've played a good bit of so far as well is Zombie Army Dead War 4, I think, if I'm pronouncing that correctly or remembering that correctly. But anyway, it's sort of this mashup of something like Left 4 Dead and Sniper Elite. That's the best way that I can sort of describe it. It's got super gruesome sniper kills. You know, if you sort of are familiar with sort of that X-ray mechanic in Sniper Elite games where you shoot someone from a distance and you see organs explode and all of that, you know, great stuff that's part of that game. You have that here. And really, it's sort of an objective-based, chapter by chapter, with safe rooms, sort of separating out the different areas of the game as you make progress, set up. And it's just really fun. It's about as brainless and as mindless as you would think, but it can be really challenging, even on easy. There have been some times where I've scaled the difficulty back and have made some progress on it, but you can get overwhelmed. And there's one part right now in the game, actually, that I'm stuck on where I keep getting swarmed by these zombies, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, how I need to sort of approach this a little bit differently to make it through. But again, a lot of fun so far. I'm enjoying it. And again, a great Game Pass addition in my opinion. So anyway, those are some games that I'm playing on my Series S currently. They all, you know, look great. They run great. They're a lot of fun. And yet again, Game Pass proves to be an amazing thing. So if you're playing any of these games, let me know what you think about them in the comments below. And let's have a little bit of discussion about it.